Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to showcase you the latest infrastructure, which is Callout's infrastructure that has been modified and made very user-friendly and easy to follow from the 23.4 version. So I'm going to quickly run a demo and show you. And also, I'm gonna show a step-by-step video where you can recreate everything right from the scratch. So before I get into the video, I would like to run the demo and show you what we are going to learn in this video. So I'm gonna click on Run File. As soon as I do that, you all know that we have a enterprise license, which is free trial is for 60 days, right? So here I'm going and then I'm putting in my Gmail address, but basically it should be a work mail ID, right? So as soon as I do that, it's gonna give me a call out saying please enter a work email ID. So it'll reduce the amount of the time that we waste in to fill in all other details and come back and realize that we missed out something crucial, right? So the basically callouts is something that will help the user to guide in a friendly way by giving some instructions while filling out an application or form. So that's how it's been designed. And the latest version, the latest infrastructure has been modified to a great extent. So I'm going to show you how we can recreate this whole workflow. And now see, let's say I'm gonna put up a work mail ID and the bot's gonna stop execution and close. So this is how you can, what we have observed while working this way is when I'm entering something wrong information, it's been showing in the call out, and also when I'm entering a new information, the call out is being running in the background and it is letting me to do my work. So all these things I'm going to show you in this particular video. So if you are excited, what you can do is you can open this thing parallelly while we are watching the video, while you're watching the video, and you can run parallelly and you can just check out how you can create this by yourself. And by end of this video, you're gonna have a workflow which executes a call out, and there are a lot more things coming up on my channel on call outs and forms. So do not miss any of the content. I would recommend you to please subscribe and hit on the notification bell, and there are already a lot of videos on my channel. Please go head up to the videos and learn so many new things. So without any ado, let's get into the video and see how we can recreate this whole thing step by step. Okay, so yeah, firstly what I would do is a little brief of what packages you need to have. So firstly, you should have callout.activities, so make sure that you have this installed, downloaded. And after that, you can have forms.activities, because this is basically everything on forms. So we're going to create a call out on a form. So you should have UiPath.form.activities. So these two are the mandate packages that you need to install. So once after that's done, what I will do is let's have a run local trigger in your mail. So what action it's gonna do and everything I've explained to you already if you have watched my forms playlist. So if you are new here and don't know how you can utilize this and what's the functionality of that, I would highly recommend you to head up to my channel. So just you can type Harika Mudiam, that will take you to my channel. So just go to videos or you can go to playlist. On the playlist, you can find latest UiPath Forms 23.4.3 version. So after you head up here, you'll see whole playlist that talks about latest version of UiPath forms. So here you can understand the majority of the things, okay? And also, if you wanted to understand only the functionality of how the triggers work, then I would highly recommend this video for you. Complete functionality of the triggers in the UiPath form, run local trigger and stop local trigger. So this will help you to understand why we are placing certain triggers only in certain places. So I have explained very clearly in that video. So let's come to the main file, and I'm going to have run local triggers. So what's my agenda? Let's go step by step. So once after I come in, let's close this. So once after I come over here and I enter my mail ID in this place. So once after it loses focus, that means once after I switch from here, it has, if it's a right thing, then it's fine. If it's not a right thing, then it has to show up the call out, correct? So that's the step-by-step agenda, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trigger an event here. So what's this trigger? I'm going to trigger this in this particular application, right? So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to first take a workflow. Okay, I'm going to trigger email address call out. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put an application event trigger. So just pull this up over here. So what this trigger does is, there's a whole documentation about this. You can read, about what are the different controls event that you have or window event that you have. But what is the thing that I am going to pick now is focus lost. So event triggered when the target element loses focus. So what does that mean is, once after I switch from this particular target element. So this is my element, right? So once after I switch, so I thought that, this is the right one and I'm switching from here. So if it's right, then that's fine. If it's not right, I would need to see a call out. So that's what focus loss means. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to indicate the target element. So this is my target element. So there's a strict selector that I got. So I'm going to go to the UI Explorer and pick a name and then just say save. Okay, so that's my target. So what is the event type? Just now I spoke about it, right? That's a focus lost. So once after that is focus lost. So also I spoke about the scheduling mode, which is concurrent, sequential, why it's sequential and all. In that video I have referred you. So please watch that functionality video. So it will give you a lot of idea about it. Okay. So once after that is done, once after the local trigger is been, the local event has been triggered, application event. So what is the next step? So once after you enter here, you come and enter your value and you switch from here. If it's a right or wrong, how you will know? You have to get the element from out of it, right? So this basically gives you, so if you see here, so this basically give you that particular element. So what is the element is focused at that particular point of time, it will give you that particular element. So for that I'm going to get the text. Okay, so I'm going to get text. So what is the event element that I'm getting here is, so the input element is, so if you see here, we have got the trigger event args, right? So this is that particular the UI element. It will get all the UI elements that are triggered. Okay, so from that particular target, okay, what is that particular target, we will get that particular element here. So this is the targeted element, right? So from there we will get that particular UI element. And what's the output where I wanted to save? So this is basically an email handle, so I'm saving it under email handle. Okay, so once after I save that particular thing, what is the agenda? So now I have to validate it across, right? So if that particular target element, which is email handle, if it contains what, at gmail.com. Okay, if it contains at gmail.com, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna show call out. So what is my call out? So firstly, we have to create a call out, right? So for that, I told you we are creating the call out in the form itself. Call out for email handle. So what's my call out here? Let's take a label. Okay, I'm going to show a label there. So what's my label? Please enter email, work email. Okay, just say save, or you can just change the field key also. Okay, or you can say call out message. Just remove the submit button because it's not needed here. Okay, so I'm gonna show this particular call out. So let's come to this. So let's pick show call out, and here, so it is saying select the form. I'm gonna take call out email handle, and where exactly we have to show that, we need to indicate that thing. Okay, so this is the place where I wanted to show. Okay, so this is my fuzzy selector. Let's go for strict selector, and I'm gonna pull up this thing, this just attribute over here, and take off the fuzzy. I don't want this. Oh. Okay, so just say confirm. Target, at least one targeted method must be selected. Yes, this is selected, right? Why this is, I'm gonna indicate the element again. So what I'll do, I'll just remove this thing for time being. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna take the fuzzy because I don't prefer fuzzy, but I'm gonna take the strict selector, right? I'm gonna confirm. Okay, so after that, what we can do, we decided that that's the place I wanted to show the call out. So let's change the width and the height. So I'm gonna put a width of 350 and a height of maybe 100. Okay, so once after that's done, okay, show this call out. Otherwise, just if that call out, I mean, like if that is not needed, if the condition is not true, then I'm gonna stop the local triggers. Okay, this will end the execution. So now, before I summarize what we have done, let's run this workflow and we will see if it is working as expected. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this one, right? I'm going to disable this because this is also a trigger which will be triggered if I work, run it. Okay, so just run, because I have created something new and that needs to be triggered. So here I am. I'm gonna give a gmail.com. So I see. Perfect. Please enter your work email. So if I'm going over here and saying UiPath.com, it's gonna close. So this is perfect, right? So I will just do a small summarization. Okay, so before to that, if you are new and if you wanted to learn UiPath, there are a lot of videos on my channel. Go check out the playlist. And also if you have any questions anyway, please feel free to comment out, or you can reach out to my mail ID, which is I'm showing over here. This is my, sorry. This is my mail ID, personal mail ID. You can reach out to me, or you can reach out to me on my LinkedIn. So yes, this is my LinkedIn. You can just type in for my name and you can reach out to me for any questions or queries. Okay, so yeah, first I would like to summarize this whole thing. So firstly, we have given run local triggers. This will search for any event that's been triggered. So inside that, we have created multiple triggers. If you see here, We have triggers. So this is one trigger and this is another trigger, right? So these are the triggers. So I have created this trigger in the call, in the recording. So where I have given a application event trigger, which is it has to trigger and trigger this particular actions on appearance of this application event, which is losing focus of that particular UI element. So once after that is done, we are fetching the element, we are getting the text from this particular input element, which is trigger event arcs dot target element. So on that particular time, which is a target element that loses the focus, so we are getting that particular text and we are saving it over here. And if that text contains at gmail.com, which is not a work mail id, right? So you can put multiple validation. This is what simple logic that I have kept, but you can go ahead for multiple logics. So if it contains this, then I'm going to show this call out at that particular UI element. And what does that call out contains? So we have created what does that call out contains, right? So we have seen how to create a call out, and we have shown the call out. Otherwise, if that particular gmail.com is not there, then if you consider that's a valid work email, then go and stop the triggers. So that's how we have created a simple basic call out to understand the new infrastructure. So there are a lot of things that I'm going to show up on this particular topic, and there are a lot of 23.4 updates that are happening. So I'm going to show up and come up with all the new updates. You can just check out on my channel, do subscribe, like the videos, and also share across your friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in with the next video next time. Thank you.